welcome back to Behind the Finance, Harvey Bows videos to show you how our friends and family over at Harvey Bows are looking at their property deals and how they're making things stack up. Today we're with Elaine Mahon, who's gone through her very first refurbishment project and is on the path to her first refinance as well. So Elaine, it's lovely to have you with us on Behind the Finance. Tell us a little bit about your background and your motivation to get into property.
Okay, so my background is all a corporate world. I work as a psychologist in the civil service, and that gives a degree of flexibility, but not the flexibility I really want. So I suppose COVID accelerated things for me, but I spent about 9 months learning and researching, listening to podcasts, articles, figuring out, will property give me the thing it wants to, I need, and that is flexibility. So, having established that, I just thought I'm going to take the plunge.
Brilliant. And what is your ultimate goal with it? Obviously, you mentioned the flexibility, but property can be quite a big subject, can't it? And it can be quite a full-on experience as well. What are you ultimately looking to make property do, perhaps alongside the flexibility for you?
Replace my income. So I want to become a property investor full time.
Okay.
I'd like for it to enable me to retire entirely from corporate work. I've set out a plan for how long it's going to take for that to happen and what I need to do in the meantime. But ultimately for me, it's about becoming financially free and having a level of flexibility that lets me work and make money, but dedicate time to family and travel and build a better life.
Yeah, absolutely. And with that flexibility, that's definitely going to become like part and parcel and very much hand in hand with what you're trying to do. This is your first property at Susanna Place, and you've also gone through bridging finance for the first time.
Yes.
Which can be quite intimidating to a lot of people. What was your mindset trying to do both of these things at the same time? How did you find the process?
As a person, I'm quite, just jump in, go and do it. But actually, when it came to using bridging finance, I was a bit nervous. I don't know, I think mortgages were more familiar to me from a couple of residentials from, in previous times.
Yeah.
And I think I probably was a bit nervous, thinking whether is the refurb going to go to plan? Will everything work out okay? Will anything happen kind of in my personal life that will mean 12 months down the line I'm going to end up on a tough to pay back rate of bridging finance? So I was nervous. This first property was a repossession though, and so we needed to move really quickly. So from the date of viewing to getting the keys, it was actually only around 5 weeks. Wow. And that wouldn't have been possible without, had to be bridging from the state of the property, but also for the speed and for me to secure the keys and not get gazumped. One of the things that helped along the way was your support. So, as a broker, feeling giving me all of the advice and support, and I really felt completely supported the whole way through, and like you were helping me, I was making the correct decisions. I had confidence in it, and I'm not off the bridge yet, and will be shortly, once this place goes to mortgage refinance. Yeah. But I'm fully confident that the worst case ending up on that rate is not going to happen.
Brilliant. Yeah, and you are absolutely right. I think that could be one of the biggest fears that a lot of people have, that idea of going on to a default rate on your bridge. But you made a wise decision in making sure that you had the appropriate term there. So you was allowing enough time to not only buy the property, but to do any works that needed doing and get it tenanted ready for that refinance. So I think that's probably a really big tip for anyone looking to do bridging. It's not just the amount of time that it takes to purchase the property and finish any works, but it's also that idea of taking into account the refinance or the flip if you are looking to flip the property. So what have you actually done at Susanna Place? What sort of works have had to take place?
More than I thought.
Isn't that always the case?
Yeah, completely redecorated throughout. Some of the more difficult work, I suppose, was replace the kitchen, so put in a brand new kitchen, and the whole place needed to be rewired. New insulation in the main ceiling and the kitchen ceiling to try to enhance the EPC rating. As I said, full decor, so that's kind of laminates throughout the downstairs, new carpets upstairs, sorting out the garden, new fencing, new doors, treating the decking. Yeah. I've done some stuff on the ceiling around the chimney and ridge tiles, and just some kind of tender love and care, I suppose, to keep that going for a while longer.
Yeah, makes a lot of sense, and it's so good to have that garden space as well, especially if you end up renting it out to a family. You've got a lovely area inside, but that space outside is great, and it looks so nice, obviously with the new flowers in there as well as the treated decking. So this one's almost done. You're almost on the verge of the refinance now.
Yeah.
What's next? What have you got lined up for the future of your property investing?
So I have another place which is just about to go through, just waiting for the confirmed completion date.
Amazing.
It's at the stage where the searches are all done, so it's imminent. That is a 2-bed. That place will go through a refurb and follow the same process. As one kind of is at the point of being tenanted, I'd like to be in a position where the next one's just completing or the refurb's just starting on it. I do love a spreadsheet and love some analysis. So I have actually kind of planned out different scenarios as to what I need to do, and you know, how many single buy-to-lets I might need to acquire in a certain period of time, or how I mix that up a bit with kind of HMOs for increased income yield, and when I need to do that in order to reach my goal of being financially free. But for now, it is running kind of steadily with single buy-to-lets.
Amazing. Well, it's an amazing place, and it's come together really well in the short time that we've been looking at the property.
Thank you.
And it feels like it's been, well, we've been through the journey from the start, including all the previous properties that didn't work out as well. So
absolutely.
It's lovely to see it finally finished, ready to be remortgaged and get tenants in. So thanks ever so much for being a part of this, and we're glad it's all working out for you.
Thanks, Grant.
So we'll be back again very soon with some more behind the finance videos. If you want to be a part of these, please get in contact with us. You can email me on the details below. But we look forward to seeing you again very soon. Take care.